Hey, what's up? Mark King here, and this is a BBC story, right? So, as we know, Orange Man, bad. Everyone else is good to great. So, this is Kamala Harris. Countries rush to celebrate Biden's running mate. What does that mean? So, what you're probably going to see over the next few months, couple of months, is a bunch of same thing we've always heard, right? It's gonna be a lot of pro these type of people, if you get my drift. This type of hair, if you get my drift, right? So you're gonna see a bunch of pro stories about the struggle, how it's the glass ceiling part Dukes, the quote unquote the color barrier, a la Jackie Robinson. You're also gonna hear the usual Orange Man bad, the istophobes, the ist the phobes. What else am I missing? That's it. So all this you're gonna see all of these things just rinse and repeat the next few months. But this is BBC's spin on it. So let's just read a little bit of this article and let's see how 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 poorly it goes. Kamala Harris, countries rush. They rush to celebrate Biden's running mate. They rush. Let's see. Let's see who to get the generic quotes from. Anyway, it's not just American Democrats celebrating the choice of Kamala Harris, the whore, as Joe Biden's pedo running mate, making her the first black woman and South Asian American to become a VP candidate. People in India, Jamaica, Canada are also keying up to heap her praise. Sorry. California senator was born to U.S. parents of Indian and Jamaican. Now, I read the story about her dad. Her dad, her dad basically says, not quite a whore, but he says something about she chooses what race to be when it benefits her. Okay, all right, her dad. Another good person. I don't know if this is the same story. There's another story talking about how she has trustful eyes, truthful eyes. It's unbelievable. When the hell have you ever heard that about a presidential candidate or a VP? So we know the propaganda spin will come. Okay. There's just some background nonsense. This plays like a real puff piece. Maternal uncle's very happy. His niece is quicker on her feet. My goodness. She will not be phased by the inevitable nastiness of the election. Don't be surprised if you see articles about whoring being a good thing. Being a whore, sucking your boss's ding dong is the right thing to do. Don't be surprised, in case you don't know the backstory. That's how she got really started, and she got promoted in the political process. For those who don't know, okay. Don't be surprised if Wikipedia. I think I read an article where they actually have started removing little embarrassing background noise for Kamala, because again, they're all nuts. They're all lies. They don't tell the truth, and that's part of the propaganda process. Okay, you hide truths. Then men are seekers of truth. Okay, most people in general are seekers of truth, but more so men. She doesn't take things lying down. Speak of the devil. And I hope she has those knee pads ready then. The fact that someone of Indian origin could be a proverbial heartbeat away from the presidency is thrilling, wrote Sashi Tandor, a politician with the opposition Congress party. Ramadav, a senior member, alright, the BJ, appropriate. I mean, you cannot possibly write these jokes. The world of Bollywood has been congratulating Miss Harris, including Priyanka Chopra, called the moment transformational. Let's see what this brainless dolt has to say. Ah, this is historical. Oh, a proud moment of all women, all women. You know, one of the things that you hear a lot of people who preach communism, they may not even realize it, but they tend to parrot the same talking points. And the talking points usually has to do identity. They tend to push things through identity, right? It's kind of the way you kind of make truth and facts um, irrelevant, or at least you try to make it irrelevant. All right. All you have to do is just look at the communities who struggle, and look at the things that you say, and you match up with what the communists push. Okay. It's it ties into the demoralization, and the only way to really like stop these things is through your own push of a propaganda. But your push of propaganda is different. Your push of propaganda is truth. Your push of propaganda is religion. Religion, it essentially maintains society. Okay, this is why even people who are liberals, they they're in turn again, a lot of guys I like, some very smart guys on YouTuber, they're open liberals, and even when you call them, like, what they're doing is essentially communism, what they push, there it's either denial or just like monkey don't see, monkey don't speak, don't hear, the exact same concept there. Okay. Anyway, the reaction has been similarly positive for many gym. Again, this is really bothers me. Like, they're trying again. These are what communists do. Okay, it's slightly a divide and conquer tactic. But the only thing with me saying the divide and conquer, it's it's taking away responsibility from people like this. You know, they should know better than not to say these things. Okay. Let's see. Jamaicans will not be insufferable. Kamala has a Jamaican father. The Democratic vice president nominee has a Jamaican connection. Yeah, man. As far as Jamaicans are concerned, we will be vice president. And this is one of the problems with also these communities, right? They tend to fight for a celebrity who may look like them, but they never seem to fight that hard for themselves. You know, and that's bothersome. Anyway, Miss Harris, cross country last year smoking cannabis. We know this story. She basically prosecuted young black men, especially, for doing the exact same thing, because essentially she wanted free prison labor, and then she hid evidence or changed evidence. She's just a bad person all around, and this is why the identity thing is really destructive, because the truth of what she did will be overshadowed by the fact that she has a vajayjay and she has a tan skin color that she identifies with when it suits her. Anyway, Ms. Harris, professor of economics. Okay, Donald J. Harris said that the deceased grandparents and parents must be turned in a grave to see the family name and Jamaican identity being connected in such a jokingly or not with fraudulent stereotype of. Oh, that right. I remember her interview, right, because she's trying to be a presidential candidate. So she's trying to be down with the black community by saying she smoked cannabis. I think that's what made her father upset. That when she again, it's like what they say, women are a bit like chameleons. You know, until you're married and been married for like 6+ months, then you'll see the facade drop. Anyway, I'm I'm gonna tie this in. I think So I'm not going to cover this too much, but watch again. Breitbart's trusted, but watch for the media to push these type of things. Okay, what they want is a suburban housewife. Again, women vote wide left, and it's been shifting that way since the 1930s. Okay, it's because like okay, so I've said this tons of times. There are reasons why the communists target certain demographics. Okay, it has to history, has to evolution, has to psychology. Okay, women want to be idolized. They want to be victimized. Okay, there is power in victimhood. Okay, that's it. Okay, I know women that would lie through the teeth, claim so many things just to get sympathy. They all want the pat on the back. Okay. What do you think about man and smoke take a bait? Of course it would, but be careful. I see people. Trump did the right thing by locking down, but again, it doesn't matter at this point. Like the Democrats are going to use this till the election, until the day after the election. Okay. All right, and at some point, it really is up to the police force to say no. We will not enforce this. All right, that's really it. Here's one back a lot of approval, my man, but women remain again. Women are again. This is why the communists target women. Okay, illogicalness. Okay, victim mentality, lack of responsibility. This is why they kind of push the man of the household. And again, you can see this. You see this in the black household. In the school system, the black boys do not listen to black men. They do not listen to men. They listen to the black female voice. Even that's a struggle, but at least they listen somewhat. The monkey poll taken in late January and early February, 65% of men and 61% of women approve of the president. Okay. So Trump's approval rate among men rose to 64% among women and ticked down to 51%. Okay, reopening the economy, blah blah blah. Why? This is simple. Let's see. Why did the jump approval rate when women lag behind? Again, evolution, right? Let's see what nonsense they're going to write here. The question is urgent one for Trump's campaign because his Democratic opponent Joe Biden is taking aim at women voters, and it's kind of like why Joe Biden is supposed to be the quote unquote the creepy uncle guy, because it's supposed to be cute that he's a creepy uncle, you know. Trump needs to win women business owners to succeed in November. True. But again, we don't know the real stats. Okay, so married women will vote for Trump. Okay, this is just it. A woman who are happy will vote for Trump. The miserable, insufferable feminists will not, because they're incapable of responsibility and understanding their own nature and happiness. This is why they need men in the households to guide these women. Anyway, I'll just leave this here. You can read this yourself. Yeah, just nothing here. Just blah blah blah. But the point of everything is, watch what the media is going to say. Watch how they spin things. They're going to target women and minorities. They're going to push the glass ceiling part dukes. It's going to be a bunch of istophobes and okay? She's kind of pretty. Share, save, subscribe, thumbs up. Oh, by the way, story by Breitbart, and this is by John Carney, in case I didn't give it credit. Take care, bye.